You are able to fully customize your layout of the platform. You can move any panel around by clicking on the header and dragging it. When you click and drag, you will notice the blue squares. Any of these blue squares indicate an area where you can lock the panel which you currently have clicked down. For example, if I want to place the watch list on the same panel that my chart is currently on, I would hover my mouse over the square in the middle. The blue area indicates where the panel will be if I let go of the left mouse button. If I want it on the left hand side of the chart, I would place it on the left hand arrow. Similarly, if I want it on the right, on the top, or on the bottom. For now, I will put it on the left. If I release the left mouse button, the watch list snaps into place. You can then resize these panels to show all the information that you need. You can also start with a blank template. Click on the plus next to the main window and a new worksheet will open. All of the workspace items can be found in the Terminal tab. Charts, order entries, watch lists, FX board and so on. By clicking the More button, you'll see the rest of the panels. For example, if you want a simpler layout, I can add a blotter, which includes your positions, trades, orders and order book. If I click and drag that, if I want to place it at the bottom of the window, I can add a watch list. I can add that on the left. I can add a chart. I can add that next to the watch list. I can add another chart. And I can add an order entry screen. To save space, I can add my order entry screen on the same window that my watch list is on. You'll notice that the order entry is now a tab on the bottom of the watch list screen. We can load the same watch list which we have created earlier and change the headings in the same way that we did previously. The order entry screen can be customized as well. Right click on the order entry, go to view, and you can add your margin, which shows your margin requirements before you place your trade. You can add swaps, which shows your overnight funding. You can change from the place order button to sell buy buttons or buy sell buttons, depending on your preference. The margin which is shown before you place a trade can either include all of your open positions and the additional margin required for the new position, or just the margin required for the new position. You can set this by right clicking and either ticking margin for only new position, which will show the margin requirement only for the new trade, or if you untick this, it will show the margin required overall if you place this current trade. To save this layout, go to Environment, click on the down arrow below Save and select to save as. Give your layout a name, save it, and it will be available for you next time you log in. You can also rename the tab by right clicking, choosing rename, and call this whatever you would like to call it. Save again. It is also possible to link panels to one another. You'll notice on the top of each panel a blue chain. If, for example, I'd like to link my chart on the left to my order entry panel, I click on the chain on my order entry panel, select red link, and then on my chart also select red link. Now, when I update the instrument on my order entry screen, the chart that is linked also updates. Notice that the chart on the right did not update because it was not linked. This is handy if you have a global index which you like to watch to give you an indication of world markets. You can keep your global index chart on the right and load the chart of the instrument which you are looking at on your left. You can do this with all panels. So if I'd like to link my watch list to my chart on the left, I would click on the chain again, select red link. Now, when I select another instrument from my watch list, my chart will update. You can also link your open positions. If, for example, I have an open position in Xaro and I link my positions panel to the chart, when I click on Xaro, the chart will update to Xaro and the order entry will update to Xaro. Another helpful feature, if you have a small laptop screen and do not have space for all of the panels which you'd like to see, is the auto hide feature. You will notice a pin on the top right of each panel. If I click on the pin, that panel will be auto hidden. Now, if I'd like to see my positions, I simply hover my mouse over the positions tab in the bottom left. Same goes for trades, orders, and order book. If you'd like to pin this back, simply click on the pin again. You will also notice an F on the top of each chart panel. If I click on this F, that chart is made full screen. To exit, click on the Exit Full Screen mode. Again, once you have made changes, be sure to save your layout. Finally, you can also change the color scheme of your layout. Go to Environment, Style, and you can select either black or blue.